What is going on, beautiful people? I am Lee Hammock, the diagnosed self-aware narcissist known as mental illness, and welcome to another episode of A Narcissist Explains. In today's episode, we're going to be talking about what it's like raising kids with a narcissistic person. All encompassing, raising kids with a narcissist or in a toxic relationship, y'all. Stay tuned, like, and subscribe for more. So when you're raising children with a narcissist or without a narcissist, you end up doing a lot of the emotional labor. And if you're new here, I'm a narcissist, actually a narcissistic personality disorder. A lot of people ask me, like, do narcissists love their children? And typically I respond with, how are they treating those kids? And things like that. So with me being diagnosed with narcissistic personality disorder, I also have 3 children. 14, 6 years old, and 20 months old right now. And honestly, sometimes I have trouble connecting with my kids emotionally. I just do. It's just like, I can't help it, y'all. I'm working on it. Do I love my children? Absolutely, yes. I love them in the best way I can. I love them as much as possibly, as humanly possible. I'll literally do anything for my kids, but sometimes I do struggle with my, my feelings sometimes. People gonna say, like, well, Lee, that means you don't love your kids. You don't care about your kids. I beg to differ. If you're dealing with an unaware narcissistic person that has no idea what they're doing to themselves and to their children, you end up having to replace and do extra emotional work. You just do. You have to be the validating source of emotions for your child because the narcissist may struggle. So yeah. Welcome back, beautiful folks. So thankful for y'all being here. October, let's go. Fourth quarter of the year. Let's go. Let's get it. But yeah, y'all, raising kids with a narcissistic person. A lot of people want me to talk about co-parenting with a narcissist, but this is going to be a little bit more in depth with it, y'all. Just what it's like raising kids with a narcissist. Y'all saw the short video, the snippet on how when you're raising kids with a narcissist, a lot of the emotional labor falls on you. It does. A lot of the emotional labor falls into your lap when you're trying to raise kids with a narcissist or a toxic person. That's just how, I know it's not fair. I understand that it's not fair. I know people just like, well, it's not fair, Lee. Why do we, I'm telling you, I get it. But I'm just telling you that narcissistic person doesn't care to change their ways. As long as their needs are getting met, they don't care to change their ways. You see what I'm saying? It's just it right here. That's just the bottom line right there. As long as their needs are getting met, they're not going to change their ways. So a lot of the emotional labor falls into the lap of the person that is dealing with the narcissist. Let me say that again. A lot of the emotional labor that comes with dealing with that comes with co-parenting or just raising a kid with a narcissist or doing whatever it is with a narcissistic, toxic co-parent. A lot of the emotional labor falls onto you, which means you have to be the emotional safe place for your children. You have to. And I know, again, y'all, I know it's not fair. Why narcissists don't change. No, there's my next video. Why narcissists don't change. y'all see that video today, if you haven't already. But yeah, it's not fair, y'all. Like I said, a lot of the emotional labor falls onto you. Most of it. Because you have to make your kids feel safe. Your kids have to have a safe place to be, a safe place to return to, a safe place to go to, a safe person to go to that makes them feel emotionally validated. So whether or not you're still with your narcissistic partner or co-parenting with them or trying to parent with them or parallel parenting with them, you just, like I said, you just have to learn how to do this right here. This is what you have to learn right here, y'all. You have to learn to be the emotional safe place. That narcissistic person isn't going to make it easy on you. They're going to attack you. They're going to try to spread rumors to the kids about you. Sometimes they're going to try to turn the kids against you. Sometimes they're going to try to create like this power dynamic within your household if you're still together, or the kids don't listen to you. They override everything that you say the kids can't do. Oh, you saying the kids can't eat snacks before bed? Look, you can have snacks. Come to me. Listen to look, you do what I tell you to do. Don't worry about what your mom says. Don't worry about what your dad says. I'm in charge here. Boom. They're going to override you. Sometimes you're going to feel like the disciplinarian while the other narcissist gets to be the fun parent or whatever. The Disneyland dad or the Disneyland mom. They get to play the role of the fun parent where you have to be the disciplinarian. Yeah, you have to be, but you know that's what your kids need. Your kids need to be disciplined. Your kids need that, but they also need to feel safe enough to come to you. Because a lot of times as kids grow, y'all, as your kids grow up, they start to notice stuff. Most kids start to notice things about if one of their parents is toxic, kids start to notice that, y'all. Kids can tell. They're like, damn, something kind of wrong with dad. Dad kind of off a little bit, or mom's kind of off a little bit. Something's going on there. You want to be the parent that they feel safe enough to talk to about that. Not talk about them in a negative way, y'all. You don't have to trash. You're not waiting for your kid to come to you and just say, hey, is there something wrong with dad? Why does dad love me? Does mom love me? You're not waiting to like, I've been waiting so long to tell you this right here. Your dad's a narcissist. You want to make them feel emotionally safe, y'all. They have to be able to come to you. They express themselves. If you're trying to co-parent with a narcissist and the kids come back from the other parent's house and they're feeling down, they're feeling displaced, their behaviors are off a little bit. You can tell that. You see what I'm saying? Their behaviors are off a little bit. And you can tell, you can sense it, right? There's a sense going on there in that situation. Make them feel safe enough to talk to you. Talk to them. Don't just ask them. When I say talk to them, I'm not saying berate them with questions. What's going on? Make them feel safe enough to tell you, just, hey, look, this is what happened right here. This is what's going on. I don't think mom loves me. I don't think dad loves me. You have to carry the emotional load. Again, I know it's not fair. I know it's going to seem like a huge burden sometimes, but this is like, I'm not saying this is what you sign up for. This is how it goes with a narcissistic person, because they're not going to be, the narcissist is not going to provide your kid any type of emotional stability, any type of emotional safety. They're going to do the opposite. They're going to destabilize your kids. They're going to make your kids feel like they don't love them. They're going to make your kids feel a certain type of way about them and about themselves. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, a lot of this falls onto you. A lot of it is going to fall onto you. And again, I keep saying this. I know it's not fair, because people are just like, well, Lee, that's not fair. Why we had, y'all? You can't. And a lot of times you want to be amicable, especially if you're in the same household trying to parent with somebody that's consistently going against you. You mean it's not like you're keeping secrets against the narcissist when you're talking to your kids. It's literally not like that. It's not like you're keeping secrets or whatever. But sometimes you do. Sometimes you have to keep secrets. If your kids come to you and tell you stuff that makes them feel, where they feel like they're safe talking to you, then that's how it goes, though, right there, y'all. Yeah, I don't try to tell everybody to leave their relationship. I don't tell everybody to leave their relationships. But if you feel like your kids are being emotionally damaged, like your kids are being emotionally damaged, then y'all, you might need to dip. You might need to bounce. I know everybody's situation is different, but you might need to, not just for yourself, but for your kids. Because your kids deserve a safe place to come home to. Like I said, I always tell people, like, if you're co-parenting with a narcissist, a toxic ass parent that is not even trying hard with your kids, that is trying to emotionally damage your kids, that is trying to probe your kids for information about you when they're with them. When that happens right there, y'all, when they come home from their parents' house, it's kind of like they have a decompression stop. It's like kind of like you going. Imagine your kids going underwater, or you going all the way underwater to imagine you going 700 feet underwater. You can't go that far down and come back up fast, right? There has to be certain stops along the way for you to decompress, for your body to decompress, so your lungs don't damn near explode or whatever. So you don't dive, of the bends or whatever. I've been watching a lot of I don't know how I got on scuba diving TikTok, y'all, or Instagram or YouTube, but that's where I'm at. But if you go into deep water, you can't come up that fast. You have to take time to stop at certain places so you can come up in a healthy way. Your kids need that as well. Your kids go down to the depths of the other parent's house, or spending time with the other parent in your household. You know what I'm saying? They need to have a decompression stop, like a safe place. Maybe it's their room. Maybe it's the living room. Maybe it's the den. Maybe it's the backyard in a tree house or something like that. They need a decompression stop or stops so they can feel better, and then they can come talk to you. You know what I mean? The same thing goes for you can't go deep water dive. You can't go scuba diving in deep ass water and then the next day hop on an airplane. That messes up your equilibrium and you can absolutely lose your life. Same difference applies. You can't go to the depths and then go to the heights very quickly, because that will mess you up. Same thing. You can't go from the depths to the heights very quickly. There needs to be certain stops. There needs to be certain measures put into place where your kids can feel comfortable. You know what I mean? Going to the heights, when they're coming from the depths. It's a very unique position to be in when you're trying to parent with a narcissistic person, y'all. But you have to talk to your kids. Talk to them. Talk to them. They don't want to talk to me, y'all. Talk to them. Sometimes you have to be the annoying parent. Sometimes you gotta be annoying to them. That's your kids. If you don't be annoying to them now, you might regret it later on. It's like, dang, I should have said this to my kid when they were here. Now they did this. Because like I said, you don't want them just getting fed toxic information from the other parent, which could just set them up for failure throughout the entirety of their lives. You do not want that. I'm telling you what you don't want in that situation. But y'all, that's what, like I said, and as far as kids is concerned, y'all, if you made it this far, my kids book is finished. It's going to be released on Amazon here in the next couple of days. It's called Remember, It's Not Your Fault. It's talking about raising kids in healthy households and letting kids know that no matter what you go through, it's not your fault. You don't get to pick your parents. Just don't take blame for what your parents do. Join my newsletter for more information on that, y'all. The link is in the description. It says Lee Hammock Newsletter. Stay tuned for more. Like and subscribe. Mental Healness is out. Peace. Thanks for making it to the end, y'all. If you haven't already, make sure you check out the I Love Me brand, the self-love brand. Link is in the description of every single video and podcast that we do. Thank you so much.